Hey friends, welcome back. So, as promised, I'll be sharing you how I'm using this take a note planner hybrid, undated hybrid, and undated calendar. So, I kind of noticed that there's something that keeps bugging me using my current planners, which are the Hobonichi Weeks Mega, which I use for where I write my trackers, the list, and then the take a note planner in A6, where I use as my sort of diary or journal, and my Hobonichi notebook that I use as my work planner. I just find that when I use my Hobonichi Weeks Mega for my task, this is the sample. So, since some of the lists in here are for forward planning, which I used before, I end up crossing out those that I didn't do, and sometimes I forget to cross them out, so it would be misleading for me just in case I wanna check on something that happened on a certain day. It wouldn't be that reliable. So what I thought of doing is having a planner that I could bring with me every day, and I just could write everything. So I thought of using this planner because this is something that I had with me, I think 2021, and I have stopped using. So it's something that I've thought of use as my catch-all planner, where I could write just anything, sort of a draft, and then all of the list in here is either work related or personal stuff. The important thing is that I'm able to cross out something that's not done on a certain day, and then if I wanna sort of list it in an organized manner, I will be sort of archiving it in my other planners. So for my to-do lists, trackers, I could record it in here without crossing out those things that didn't happen. So it makes it more reliable and organized, because I wouldn't really like it when I have a lot of erasures in my planners. So that's why I needed this planner, which I call a catch-all planner. But before that, this is also the undated calendar that I've used before, that I've stopped using because back then I wasn't real comfortable using a 2 mm grid, but somehow after using this for quite a while, I got comfortable having a very tiny handwriting. So after I got used to that, I just thought that I think it would work if I reuse this again. And actually I kind of like using it for the second time. So as you can see, I did use this starting August, and I have designed it until December, so I'll probably be using this maybe until next year if it allows me. These extra pages would allow me, just because it's really handy for me. So because I also had that problem of having a really heavy bag, because I used to bring this too, so it's kind of heavy really, because of course I needed to bring other stuffs with me, mostly food. So I had to, you know, reduce the weight of my bag. That's why I resorted to this. And then to give you an update, because although this one makes me log everything, it's something that I consider lacking again, because all I could list in here are my to-do list and all, but I'm not able to write thoughts or sometimes I do my Bible study at lunch. Therefore I thought that I needed another planner or notebook for that function, because it's something that I've planned early on this year to really be doing my Bible study on a daily basis, but I haven't have done that at least for the first half of the year. So I got serious in this, I think last quarter. So that's why I bought this other notebook, which is still my catch-all planner or notebook, but it does give me my current system in this notebook is I write all my priorities in here, how the day went. I list all the things that I do, regardless if it's work related or personal stuff. And then I also do list my food trackers, outfit trackers, and then on this other page I could write what happened in a day, what my thoughts are, my Bible study, or certain things that I wanna log. And then just in case I want to expand on that topic, then I would write it in here, depending on what it is. Either if it's something that happened in a day, I will log it on my journal or diary, which is a take a note planner A6, or if it's something that I just did on a certain day. For example, I watch a certain movie, what I learned about it. If I watch a podcast in YouTube and I want to expand on the topic or write what I learned from it, I will be listing it all in here. This is sort of my draft planner, my catch-all, and then I will transfer it to the corresponding planner when I have that time. So I've been using this starting, I think, September. So as I'm recording right now, we're on the second week of October, so it's been more than a month now using it. And what I could say is just, I think I love this notebook more than I thought I would. I really love the paper. If you ask me if this paper is better than a Tomorrow River paper, since it's something that's subjective, based on my needs, I would probably say that yes. I like that it's really white. It's really white. So to compare that, I don't know if you could see it, but even though the Take a Note planner is already whiter than the Hobonichi Tomorrow River paper, I could just say that the Stalogy notebook is, I think, much more whiter. So this is the Hobonichi Notebook in A6. This is the Hobonichi Weeks Mega. Definitely very cream. And this one is the Take a Note planner. For me, this is very, I think, the most white if you compare them all. And then, although it does have a 4mm grid size compared to the 3.7mm, I guess, of Hobonichi planners, but as I've told earlier, I have sort of got used to writing smaller while using the Hobonichi Weeks Mega, so it wouldn't really, or it hasn't bothered me using this, because I'm also applying what I apply in my Hobonichi Weeks Mega in here, and it's been amazing. I am actually planning to have a full year version of this notebook, because this is the half year. I bought a half year just because I just want to try it out, just in case I wouldn't want to continue using it as a catch-all planner. It wouldn't be that much of a waste. So honestly, I love it a lot. I probably be I'm actually quite considering if I'd be using the A5 as my main planner in this brand, the Stalogy notebook, just because I love the paper that much. I love that the pen that I usually use, which is just a regular gel pen, doesn't really smudge when I'm using this, whereas comparing to the Hobonichi Weeks Mega, I really have a lot of smudges in here, as you can see, because sometimes I forgot to use a sort of a paper to cover the part that I've just written out. So the effect is, of course, a lot of smudges. It's something that I also love about this planner. I rarely have smudges using this, so it's very comfortable. I don't need another paper or a pencil board to cover whatever part is already has writings on, to prevent from smudging. I don't need anything, actually. I don't need anything for me to write, so it's very easy to use. It's so simple, and I know I've said it quite a lot. I really love the paper. It reminds me of Shopao, or I don't know how you call it in the States, but it's a sort of a Chinese bun, which is really white. And somehow it reminds me of this. It's like cloud. I really like the paper. Anyways, I think what I've previously, or my last video showed my flip through until July, so it would be nice that I show you my August spreads. So let's start in here. So as you can see, it looks really neat because, as I've told earlier, I finally knew how to use these planners. Of course, also by watching other bullet journalers or planner enthusiasts on how they organize, how they write things on here. So it's something I say that I'm influenced with. It's not something I got or I thought of originally. Yeah, so it's just nice to, I think, acknowledge that these things that I do are also influenced by those who are also planner enthusiasts. Anyways, these are the other things. I used this planner before as a tracker, the weeklies, but I've transferred it in my notes pages. So this is August. This is my chart of my tracker. If this is the first time that you've been on my channel, this is how I log my weekly. So these are my food tracker, my chores, my schedule that's not related to work, and then my outfit tracker. It's the same with this one. So it's 1 week per page. I use this, or I use this notes pages as a vertical weekly because I'm much more comfortable having this system compared to listing all this stuff in here. I just think that it's not that organized. I've tried it in the early days of using it like this, and it just makes me crazy. I don't like it. I don't like seeing my planners like this. It's so disorganized and not so good to look at. That's why I decided to use this weeklies as my sort of commonplace journal, where I write sometimes a certain or important thing that happened on a day, my thoughts on a certain day, what I've consumed normally in YouTube, what I listen to, music, and then what I watch. These ones are mostly motivation videos, productivity videos. This one is about a para method. This is about para method, how to organize things either in your computer, maybe you can use it too in your planners. A topic that I like and I wanna look into in the future, just in case I needed to. So that's why I log the title And then these ones are the movies I've watched on a certain day. This one's burn the house down. I think I haven't actually finished this. This is a series, sorry. It's not a movie. And then I think I also have my feelings in here, what happened on the day, what I have focused on, the weather. But although I really want to log the weather, it's very hard because when you're here in the Philippines, you can have a very sunny morning, and then after lunch, rain, heavy rain comes. So you wouldn't really assign a certain weather on a certain day because it just changes, and it's sometimes it's frustrating most of the time, especially when you prepared an outfit that's very light in color, and then, or in case you forgot your umbrella, and then after lunch it would rain until the evening. So it's very difficult to anticipate what weather we'll have, at least for these months. I think it started August until now, until October. It's crazy, the weather is very crazy. And then again, in here I still have my the podcast that I listen to or watch, because I normally watch in YouTube, but it's a podcast. I think I prefer it that I see the faces of the people discussing. That's why I like to watch on YouTube. I normally do it after work, or just in case I want to listen to something that's motivating. I listen to it in Spotify. And then I guess I log things that, or I mean the time when not really all, when the planner craze started. I think some of the brands started releasing last August, which is really crazy because a lot of really good brands have released good planners. That's why it's very hard to choose. Have you chosen what you would be using for next year? For me, I'm still waiting until November and really reflect on it, what kind of planner would really work for my needs for the next year. This one, I think Sterling Ink, released early in August. I do love their selections. They had also improvements this year. I don't know why, but kind of like watching dark stories or documentaries lately. Maybe because I really like, although I am an accountancy major, I do love psychiatry and psychology, also philosophy. That's why I watch these docus, because you have a lot of things that you can learn, especially about humans, how they trick you sometimes. So yeah, it's sort of a protection, I guess. Yeah, that's why I liked it. I want to know how they think, especially the people who do bad things. And then this one, I also watched The Pope's Exorcist. I actually was hesitant to watch that because I thought that it was a horror movie, but I don't know, it turned out to feel like an action movie, you know. And what I like about this is that I learned a lot watching this. How it's not the first time that I've watched an exorcism movie, but it told me sort of what the weakness of the enemy is, and that's their they don't have, I mean, they have a low tolerance of pain and suffering. That's why when priests do the exorcism, they don't want the priest to continue praying. That's why they do everything to sort of bother them, to stop them from praying. And I think that kind of knowledge is very useful for me, just in case we need it. That's why I like this movie a lot. It actually encouraged me to have a confession. I haven't had my confession for quite a while. That's why it's one of my targets too this year. Yeah, I'm serious about it. And then I also started watching the contents of Psych Hacks. This is a very funny content. The history of romance, where it started, and why it started. I think it would be better if you watch it yourself, because I don't know if I'm that of a good I'm that great at storytelling. That's why I do encourage you to watch it. The content creator is, the name of it is Psych Hacks. And the title is The Truth About Romance. It's really funny for me. I hope you have time to watch it. It's not that long. I think it's just 15 minutes. So yeah. I also log, yes, what I've learned on a certain day, what happened. Yeah, our monthly huddle in our office, how I felt after, having that experience. Cooking for my brother's birthday, attending birthday parties, sort of like that. And this one, yeah, I'm showing you some of my, not just August, but I think I'm gonna show you the parts, until October. This one are, yeah, reminder to myself, something that I can expand on again if I wanna expand this topic. Love people where they are at. So it's like telling myself that love people even though they have imperfections, not try to change them, but pray for them. And yeah, just don't try to control everything, especially those people that you're with. Yeah, because you sometimes think that because they are close to you, you have that either responsibility or expectations that you can change them. but actually they are the only one who can decide that. And the best thing to do is love them for who they are, so as to inspire them to be better. I think that's the best that we could do. And then yeah, I also log a, what you call this, a breakthrough, I think, because my husband started exercising again. It's probably one of the best blessings I have for this year. But of course, it started as a problem because of some health concerns. But yeah, I hope it results to creating a good habit. And then this one, I think I've kind of unintentionally made this planner as a media media planner, because most of the things I see here are those I consume mostly in YouTube, either for entertainment purposes or for productivity or information. It somehow looks like that. Just like this week, the third week I think of September, I was really, no, not really, I think I kind of experienced the burnout. I think it was early September. And then and then I was able to see a content from Susan David, which I follow in Instagram, on how she takes on burnout. It's actually a video, and I just kind of log or write everything that she said, which I think is very helpful for those people who are undergoing this. It's very intimate and it's very empathic. That's why I logged it in here, and I'll probably be posting it too in my IG page so that anyone who is going through this also would be able to read this. It's a very heartwarming advice from her. And then this one too, the last week of September probably is very physically tiring for me. It really tested my patience, and I think again this is unintentional. I log some of my problems in here, and then I kind of look for a quote that is related to it, sort of an answer, what God is telling me about that certain problem or dilemma, so that I can look upon, just in case I wanna, look for wisdom or advice in case I'm gonna be encountering it again on a future time. And probably this one is my latest. I haven't really finished it because it's just, I'm recording it Monday, so it's just a day after this week, so I haven't really had time to digest how the week really felt for me, but somehow I did some things. I log things that I did just to give myself clue in case I want to summarize it, how I felt on that week. But I think I kind of had a trip to memory lane when I listened to Vertical Horizon, because I was listening to that music while I was doing my work, and it's very nostalgic, you know. I feel like I went back to my college days or high school days. So that's the sort of my commonplace vlogs. As for my weeklies, my vertical weeklies, I designed it using this cute stickers. This is my September spreads, and then my October, this is the current week, which I haven't finished designing yet. As for my sort of my diary, I have updated designing the spreads or pages, but I haven't really updated what happened on a certain day. But thankfully I have this. I have my catch-all planner, so just in case I want to log what happened on a certain day, I'll just have to look at this as a reference. The important thing is I have pre-designed it, so it would be easier to log things. I think I've updated the month of September. So these are my designs. I think I did this just one day after being so exhausted doing a lot of work. I gave myself 1 day or 2 days just designing these planners and updating it to unwind. As you can see, I haven't had time to update the August spreads, but somehow, yeah, I have a few things to fill in also from July, but I guess that's it. I know I'm gonna be finishing this after a week. So that's how it looks. And then as for my work planner, it's something that I really haven't touched for a month now. This is my last entry, so I'll be doing 1.5 months of updating using this catch-all planner. I also did purchase a blank notebook from Muji last September because I wanted to practice drawing again, just using a regular gel pen. So these are my first entries which I haven't updated. Yeah, something that I need to update too because I want to practice drawing again. So anyways, I think this video has been quite long. It's, I think, a flip through from my August until October spreads and my update. So thank you for watching and being with me. I hope we see each other again next time. Thanks for watching.